Hello friends, welcome to our World Through English Class 10 sessions. As you all know, we are doing personality development, that's unit 1 of our text, and in that reading B, slot 2 of Every Success Story is also a story of great failures written by Shiv Kher. So before that, let's have a recap of the previous session. Shiv Kher shared someone's life stories with us, that is like Abraham Lincoln's success story, Rita Forrest's story, and also success story of Colonel Sanders and Walt Disney's. Now let's see what else is there in the text. Before that, he quotes that Shiv Kher believes in successful people don't do great things, they only do small things in a great way. Absolutely true. Success people always do small things in a great way. Now, let's continue with some more success stories that shared by Shiv Kher in the text. So, here we go. Do you know what is this? Yeah, we all know now because we are enjoying it. And you can easily see what is it. Yeah, that street is filament. And who's the man brought it into this world? This great man. So who is he? Thomas Alva Edison, the one who has invented bulb, light bulb with a filament. Now let's know something about him. So one day a partially deaf 4-year-old kid came with a note from his teacher in his pocket. Okay, so what that note consists of? Your Tom is too stupid to learn. Get him out of the school. This was a note given by the teacher to that mother, little kid's mother. And you know very well what might generally the mother take it as. But here it is somewhat different. This mother, who's Thomas Edison's mother, she read the note and answered, "My Tommy is not stupid to learn. I will teach him myself." So confident, that mother. And that Tommy grew up to be the great Thomas Alva Edison, a great inventor. Right? So let's see in detail about his success. So Thomas had only 3 months of formal schooling and he was partially deaf. You know what is he? He's most famous man, and he was a great inventor of all the time. Nobody could forget him because that bulb what we are enjoying today is invented by him. Let's see his inventions. The first invention after great failures is that the incandescent light bulb. And then the phonograph. When he invented this phonograph, when he started this, we'll know in the next. And next, the motion picture camera that we are enjoying now. Right, and next he improved telegraph and telephone too. And he was a great businessman too. This is about Thomas Alva Edison. And here, nice. I think you enjoy watching these pictures. You know what are these? Have you seen anywhere? Have you heard about these? Yeah, that's very clear. It's car. What cars? What kind of cars? Those are Ford cars. Right. The one who worked with Thomas Edison. The one who has invented these cars. Let's know about this great man. It means that we are entering into another success story. We are about to discuss another success story about this man. Another successful man whose success story is also a story of great failures. Yes, who is he? Henry Ford. He is Henry Ford. And he is not born with a silver spoons. He was born a poor peasant child. And he migrated to a city called Detroit, and there he worked as a machine operator. That next he joined Thomas Alva Edison's company. Okay, that company is Detroit Edison's company, and then he worked there as an operator, and then he was much interested in this research about vehicles driven by petroleum vapor, and he discovered that the vehicles are driven by petroleum vapor, and he used to work after his working hours in the company. He had a small research center at the back of his small house, and he did a great research on that, and he started to work with the machines, and then he invented his first car. And in the first car, he forgot to put the reverse gear. But later on, he collaborated with James J. Couzens, who helped him a lot. He joined him and he started his company of cars. So now we are enjoying these Ford cars. So how he started his what are the failures he faced in his success journey? Let's see. When he joined his friend, as I said earlier, James J. Couzens, Henry was insisted to go for Ford cars sold at high prices. That has affected them a lot. And then the company sales has dropped sharply. The first company which has started for the Ford cars at high prices has dropped sharply. Actually, he was in a desire to make cars which can be sold at low price and reachable to every common man. But as it was placed at high prices because of the demand, as keeping in view the demand of the cars, the company went to loss. And then he believed, and he quoted that quality means doing right when no one is looking. That what he believed, and he never compromised in quality. So even because of that, he faced a lot of failures, but finally he succeeded and established his great company. So, and he quoted that the only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. That what he believed. So when he sold the cars at high price and he got into debts, he believed in maintaining the quality as well as reasonable price, and he went on with the new model cars. And coming together is the beginning, what he believed as he joined his James, and keeping together is progress. He continued working with the reputed companies in America, and working together is success, what he felt. So when we be working together hand in hand with the people, then only we can achieve success, what he has believed in. That's true. So finally he said, and he quoted that, or he believed that failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. That's true. When we fail, we recap what we did and we go through the steps adopted and where the mistake is done and where we went wrong, we assess it and we step more intelligently towards the success, but should not get disappointed. That's what he believes. So now that is what Henry Ford has believed. Okay, so next, here, do you call really these people as failures? As Thomas Alva Edison failed 10,000 times, Henry Ford failed in placing his car for reverse gear. So he has failed in assessing the prices. Do we call these people as failures? No. They succeeded in spite of problems, not in the absence of them. That we have to believe. We should not, people generally say that it like they have success, they got luck, so they are success. And the outside world always believe that they are just lucky, so they got that success. It's not so. They succeeded in spite of the problems. Problems are not absent. They are not. They didn't concentrate on excuses. They concentrated on results, and they concentrated on the process they approach towards the success. So that we should believe in, and that is what we have to learn from these people. So, and it's very clear that all success stories are stories of great failures from this what we have read till now, right? So the only difference is that every time they fail, they bounced back. Yes, so they didn't take it as a failure, and this is called failing forward rather than backward. So when you step backward, when you fail, you may reach to the place where you are. It is like bouncing back, are not taking it as stepping backward. It is like failing forward, and from there you can start once again. You are towards the right step, and you just got as in the snakes and ladder, you got to the place from where you can get to the ladder once again. So we have to believe that we are at the first step of the ladder, and again we can go on, climb on, right? So you learn and move forward, right? That is what we have to believe. Learn from your failures and keep moving. That what generally all these success people believe. Now let's see some more people stories. Yes, we already discussed about Thomas Alva Edison. Let us discuss in some more details about his success story. So you all know this is Thomas Alva Edison. In 1914, Thomas Edison, at the age of 67, lost his factory, which was worth a few $1 million, and it was on fire. Okay, it was totally on fire, and it had very little insurance. Now looking at that ash, generally people will get panic. But no longer the same man, Edison, watched his lifetime efforts go up in smoke. What he said, you know? Yes, and he said, there is great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burnt up. Thank God, we can start anew. This at the age of 67 that he has taken. So in spite of the disaster, 3 weeks later, he invented the phonograph. So what an attitude it is really. So just 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, he set up himself and started new research, and again he invented phonograph, and it has showered a lot of money and brought him back to a millionaire. And he has been gave employment to many people. So here are some more example stories of failures of success people. Thomas Edison approximately failed 10,000 times while he was working on the light bulb. And next, Henry Ford, he was broke at the age of 40. He lost all his investments, but he didn't give up. He went on. So, in the same way, we have one more story of this man, Lee Iacocca, was fired by Henry Ford at the age of 54. Right? He was the one who is this Lee Iacocca? Do you know? He's the one who worked with Henry Ford in this car company. So this is the man who has worked with him in his company. Actually, he is called as Leader Anthony Iacocca. Leader Anthony Iacocca, generally called as Lee Iacocca. So, Lee Iacocca joined the Ford Motor Company in 1946. So, Ford Motor Company, in sense, Henry Ford's company, right? He rose rapidly, becoming the president of that Ford company in 1970. But Henry Ford too fired him out in 1978. Why? Because of some business differences or some what we call as problems raised in the management. So he was soon hired by the nearly bankrupt Chrysler Corporation. So here it proves that the one talented won't be vain. So if you are talented, you have a number of options and many people are standing there to take you in. It's proved in case of Lee Iacocca. As soon as he was fired by Henry Ford, he was taken by Chrysler's corporation, which is also of cars. And within few years, Chrysler's was shown record profits. And Iacocca was a national celebrity. So, in 1992, he left that company. But, once again, he joined that company through an ad campaign in 2005. So this shows that if you are talented, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your talent, opportunities are lying there to take you in. So we should not give up at any age or at any point. Age is only a number, not of anything like what we call getting sick, right? So that's what we have to believe. And next, here is, we read about Lee Iacocca, and now one more success story that Shiv Khera shared in the text. Who is that? Young Beethoven. Till now we were talking about inventors and scientists and businessmen. And here you can see the other channel, musician. So, who is this young Beethoven? Yes, this man, somewhat in 1887, Ludwig van Beethoven. Who is he? A German composer and a pianist, right? So, what is he? What is his story? Let us see. He was a crucial figure in the transition between the classical and romantic eras in the Western art music, the one who has transformed classical and music, new form of music, so in between this classical and romantic eras. He remains one of the most famous and influential of all composers. Still today, his composing has been named as Beethoven music. Young Beethoven was told that he had no talent for music, but he gave some of the best music to the world. Today, everybody is following his music. But when he was young, he was just declaimed. He was kept aside. So that shows that setbacks are inevitable in life. A setback can act as a driving force and also teach us humility. So in grief, you will find courage and faith to overcome the setback. We should believe in us. We should believe in our strength. We need to learn to become a victors but not the victims. And see, fear and doubt short circuits our mind. And it's already said that what we believe in our mind, that we act. So, we have to ask ourselves whenever we face a setback, what did I learn from this experience? That we have to ask ourselves. Only then you will be able to turn a stumbling stone into a stepping stone. So the motivation to succeed comes from the burning desire to achieve a purpose. And it is well said by Napoleon Hill that whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve it. Yes, what you take in your mind, what you believe in your mind, what you do in your mind, or what you think in your mind, that the mind can achieve it. So you have to train your mind not to accept the setbacks, but to accept the success. Accept the setbacks as a stepping stone for success. Not to accept setback in sense, accept the setback as a stepping stone for success. Right. So here we'll briefly go through a story said by Socrates, a great Greek philosopher, about this success. So here shared Shiv Khera's shared the story from a Greek philosopher. So one day a young man asked Socrates the secret to success. And Socrates told the young man to meet him near the river the next morning. So what happened? They met at the river. Socrates asked the young man to walk with him towards the river. It's common when we discuss, just we'll go on walking. And the man went on. When the water got up to their neck, they are getting into the water. Okay, they are walking into the water. And the water got up to their neck. Socrates took the young man by surprise and ducked him into the water. The boy struggled to get out, but Socrates was strong and kept him there until the boy started turning blue. And then Socrates pulled his head out of the water, and the first thing the young man did, you know what? Was to gasp and take a deep breath of air. Socrates asked, "What did you want the most when you were there?" And you know very well, the boy replied, "Air, air." Right. Then Socrates said, "That is the secret to success. When you want success as badly as you wanted the air, then you'll get it. There is no other secret. A burning desire is the starting point of all accomplishments." That's true. Your burning desire is the starting point of all your success. Just like a small fire can't give much heat, a weak desire can't produce great results. Exactly right. Dream high and achieve high, as Kalam said. So, that is what Shiv Khera shared from Socrates, philosopher. And now, at the end of the article, Shiv Khera shared a poem. That is, "If You Think." Really, it's very, very motivational one. So, let me read it for you, friends. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. In sense, that cinch in sense a thing that is certainly to happen. So what do you like to say? If you like to win, you like to win, but you think you can't. And then what happens? It almost happens that you can't win. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out in the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. So that, and this says, if you think you are outclassed, you have got to think high to raise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Yes, if you think you are outclassed, you are. Yeah, I can't do this. I'm of so and so age and I can't compete in this world. Mean you are fired. And what he says, you have to think high to rise high. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. You make yourself that you can do it. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger and the faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. That's true. Life battles always won't be with the stronger and fastest man. You may be weak, you may be slow, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks that he can win. Exactly true. So, let's read the poem once again. Here, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out in the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You have to got to think high to raise. You have got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battle don't always go to the stronger and the faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. By Shiv Kher. So there ends our text, friends. So let's have a short assignment at the end. That is, what did Socrates suggest as the secret to success? And do you agree or disagree with him? If you agree or disagree, give reasons for your answer. Okay, so take this assignment, and here we end our session. Okay, friends, thank you.